Recording, live, preparing. Sean is connecting. 5 participants. He's sideways.
Is there some form of live chat on this?
Between ourselves or to the Facebook people?
Like, can people ask questions or not?
They can on Facebook. I have to figure out how I manage that, but I will try my best to be a good moderator.
I believe in you, Matthew.
It's technology. I'm not worried about our conversation. I'm worried about how this holds up.
I'd be worried about our conversation.
Okay, there's a live thing going on. Ollie's watching. What's up, Mr. Pinard?
Oh yeah.
Your girlfriend Corrine is watching. So Suplex City, Ollie says. So let's start. How are you guys all doing? What's up, everybody? Today is the very first Vox&Hops live podcast. Let me try that again with this recording because it is not recording. Although it doesn't. What's up, everybody? Today is the very first live full band Vox&Hops interview. We are doing this live on Facebook. I hope that it's working. How are you all doing? I know that you guys were on tour with Decapitated, Beyond Creation, local Montreal boys, and that other band that I can't remember the name of. I apologize.
Lorna Shore.
Lorna Shore, thank you very much. Let's talk about how that went down. You guys were one of the last touring bands out there before everyone was just forced to go home. Take me on how those days went and how you guys felt when you kept watching shows just getting canceled, cut down. Let me know.
Well, I mean, it was sort of like, I don't know about the other guys, but like I think we ended up doing about a week of the tour, or maybe like a week and a little bit. And basically, like from about halfway into the tour, you see all these other tours getting cancelled, getting postponed, and then it kind of feels like you're on like death row, like you know that it's coming, but you're just not sure when. So we just tried to tough it out, and then shit hit the fan basically. We got some bad news as well. So then we had to pull out. But yeah, we kind of knew it was coming. But yeah, we just have to wait for the guillotine to drop, don't you?
Because if you guys pulled out, then you guys would be like financially liable too.
Well, Lynn will probably know a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, it was planned that the tour would continue throughout the UK dates, and then they were going to finish in the UK. Lorna Shore were going to fly like maybe 4 shows later or 5 shows later. But because of the situation that was going on in Spain, they were becoming under lockdown like imminently, like within a couple of days. So I was kind of forced to kind of make the decision for us really, and just say, look, I either need to go home, or I'm going to be in a position where I can't enter Spain, or I won't be able to leave UK, and it'll just be maybe too much trouble. I mean, so we made the decision anyway to do that, but the tour only then continued for 1 more show in Glasgow, and then they finished the entire tour. So it was kind of like we were kind of a little bit ahead of the game, I guess, slightly. So I don't know whether we would have been liable or not anyway. But
There was just loads of reasons, really, weren't there?
yeah.
We are not live anymore.
That lasted long.
Motherfuckers. It's okay, hold on. I'm launching it again.
But the tour was good though.
It sounded like a sick tour. The lineup was absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
I was jealous of it, that's for sure.
It was
Got to
fine
hang
for a
out.
week.
Yeah. We got a nice sleeper van as well, and which we shared with Lorna Shore, and they were fucking absolutely sound guys as well. So that was cool. We got on really well with them. So yeah, it was a laugh. It was just a shame that it ended the way that it ended, but it's just one of them things, isn't it?
You should work live, producer.
Says we're live on Facebook.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Same on my screen.
This one says live video ended. Motherfucker. Hold on,
Well,
let me just...
says live on mine.
Yeah. Says on mine
Okay.
too.
Are we still working, people? Let's just keep going around. Once you guys came home, how did you jump back into social isolation?
Pushed into it.
Well, yeah, like it's like with us, for me anyway, like with us being on tour all the time, like when we do get home, I don't really fucking leave the house anyway, to be honest. Like, I can't be asked. Like, so I can't. Yeah, I'm socially isolating myself anyway. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, like it's like we were saying before. It's like it's not the social isolation isn't what the problem is. It's more the cabin fever. Just being trapped in the house all day. Like, 'cause it's like, oh yeah, you can go to the shop or you can go for a walk. That's about it, really. You can't really do anything else. It's not like you can go into town or whatever because you can't.
Can't get craft beers.
There are ways to get craft beers. Huge shout out to Jason Stevenson from Juggernaut Brewing Co. I hit him up. I tried to get him to deliver you guys some brews for this.
I was going to ask him.
But sadly, he says that the government hasn't made brewers an essential service in the UK, which is really sad because here in Quebec they have, and that's just absolutely amazing. So all of you that are drinking, lift up your beers and show everyone what we got, and let's go around and see what we're drinking. So for myself, I have a Echo Session Ales. This is a Session Russe Double Robios. This is from my friend JF Legency. Huge shout out to JF for hooking me up with some Echo Session Ale brews for my interviews and for other social fun things. It's a delicious light beer, 3.7% ABV, brewed with a Robios tea. It is absolutely delicious. What do you got there, Sam?
I've got what most people in the UK would consider probably a bit of a lower class drink. It's an Orange Boom.
Oh, nice.
Randy Boom, mate.
Nice.
That's
Which
how
one?
special.
Which one?
It's the 8.5.
Oh, of course it is.
Oh,
Black one.
yes.
Is it the black one?
It's the black one. It's the.
Oh, you filthy man.
You'll be
It's,
in 15 minutes.
OJ, mate.
it was literally the most foreign beer they had at the
What's
corner
that fucking drink?
So yeah,
It's like an energy drink.
Belgium in it, and you know, I like a bit of Belgian. So
Yes, I know that. As we spoke about during our interview.
I'm not sure. I think it's Dutch. Is it Dutch? Orange Boom looks
Dutch.
like Dutch. Fucking
Dutch, yeah. I think it's Dutch, yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm drinking. And
Beautiful.
And lemonade.
Well, good luck. It's at least it's nighttime for you guys. It's 2 p.m. for me here. That's why I'm starting off on the nice session beer. Jason, what are you drinking there?
I'm drinking a rather crisp number. It's a Belgian craft beer. I don't think you'll have ever heard of it, really, Matt. Like it's quite fruity. It's very refreshing. It's called Stella Artois.
Ooh.
Stella Artois. Belgium, I believe. Yeah. You should try one, Matt. They're very nice.
I don't think I've had one of those. And you, Mr. Hines?
I've got this thing.
Life and Death.
It's a Hebden Bridge Life and Death IPA, 6.5, and I got myself an Elvis juice brewdog.
Oh.
Do you like an Elvis juice?
I like Brewdog.
Elvis juice is a good one.
And Lynn, you are behaving. We spoke a little bit before we went live.
I just finished my third sparkling water of the evening. Steady on, boys. I'm off the beer for a bit because I'm.
You said get beers in for this, boys.
Yeah, you
Going
told
on
me
without a fucking beer.
Yeah, but mate, I'm tired of being a fat bastard. I'm tired of it.
I will never get tired of being a fat bastard.
No.
You do you, Sam. You do you, mate.
I fight every single day to not become a fat bastard. So cheers to everyone.
Cheers.
Lift up what we got.
Yeah, man.
Thank you so much for doing this with me and being my guinea pigs.
Hey, thanks for having us. We
Let's,
love being guinea pigs.
How have you guys been creative I've seen that Sean has been posting a bunch of playthrough stuff.
Yeah.
How are you staying creative during this time at home?
I was creative for a minute, but then I've got to work again now, so that's a little bit out the window. So yeah.
Are you back to delivering the post?
Yeah.
Really? For everyone out there
Yeah.
that doesn't know, Sean Hines is a postman.
I used to be a postman. I quit on the Face of the Death tour. And then that fell out.
You didn't quit. You kind of got dropped, but then they need you back, I assume.
Well, obviously, once.
Hey, Sean, don't you let him tell you. You quit, mate. That's what it is. You walked out, bro.
Well, they gave it. They said either you come back at this date, or you have to leave. So I was like, well, we had a whole schedule ran out until December, and obviously, 2 weeks later, you know, the tour fell apart. I had a death in the family, and then that was a game over. So as soon as I got home, I realised that I'm not going to earn any money for the next 6 months potentially. So I quickly texted my boss back and said, "Can you stop the process of me leaving?" And he said, "Yeah." So here I am.
Yeah, I have to
Back
touch
to living.
on. Give you
Huh?
much. I want to give you much love and condolences for the loss of your fathers. It's just horrible, brother. Yeah.
It's pretty weird. It's pretty weird, I'll be honest. But this is what these are for.
They're always there for us.
There you go.
Let's touch on the fact that you guys are a full-time touring band. You have all quit your day jobs to do Ingested full-time. As I spoke to Sean on our previous interview, money was tough then. How are you guys getting by right now? What are you guys doing as side hustles to make the days easier?
Nothing.
Yeah. I mean, at the moment, I'm just fucking living off my wages from the last tours. So,
Making it stretch.
Find something else. Might start selling some of the babies soon, like, so don't worry about it.
Jay, I'll give you mine to sell.
It's all right, mate. It's all right. Don't worry. I've got two of my own.
You can have them.
No, I don't want any more.
It has been hard being home with children. I love my children very, very much, but being with them all the time is challenging.
Yes.
I appreciate teachers more.
Oh God, yeah. Jesus Christ. Holy shit.
I hope that a lot of people do, actually.
Yeah, I think they will.
So here's my challenge to you guys. What is something that you guys have been wanting to do that you haven't been able to do because you guys are never home, and you like a creative project that you could be doing
now?
Actually play drums for fun.
That's it. With shit like, I mean, this fucking thing is, we can't even fucking shoot videos or anything. Like, we've got fucking so much shit to get through, and it's just like we can't even. It's like we're required to be around people, and you can't even just do the simple things. Like, we're trying to think. Now we're constantly thinking of ways to just fucking use social media. I think it's made us focus on social media way more.
Big time.
At the moment.
I feel like you're one of the bands. You're one of the bands that have really picked up the game on social media. I really enjoyed your Spotify playlist. I think that was a really smart approach to still connect with your fans, even though you can't play for them.
We had a whole schedule planned out for the new album and stuff, and obviously that's gone. It's gone now, so we've had to think outside the box, start doing other things to try and promote it and stuff. Obviously, we can't shoot music videos like Sam said, so trying to think ways around that, etc. So whatever.
We've got some ideas though.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Our sleeves are pretty full.
Sticky numbers.
Where can fans go and grab some of that tour merch that you guys had?
We've got two websites. We've got for Europe and the UK, we have ingested.co.uk, and then for America and Canada, we have indiemerch.com. I don't know what the actual deal is at the moment with merch companies and stuff. I'm not sure whether they're able. I know they're able to take orders, So you can buy stuff, but I don't know whether they're able to send it out at the moment.
I think it's a 3-week delay at the moment.
Ah, right, okay.
I think so. I think I remember speaking to Ali about that today.
Alternatively, they can knock on my door because I've got 7 boxes downstairs in my living room.
Only 2 XL though.
We've got a load of tour
Yeah.
shirts that we can't use.
So send Sean a direct, slide into the DMs, buy some merch off Sean. He'll put it in the car boot. He'll be selling it out the back of a car boot in a couple of weeks.
Let's see if we got any fan questions. People that want to know stuff. Someone was asking what your favorite bands to listen to are right now, and your guilty vices.
Ooh.
We don't have guilty vices.
I know that's the answer.
No, any guilt. What are you listening to, Sam?
Sam's disappeared.
Where the fuck's Sam gone?
He got
He
too
ran
cool
off.
for us.
Yeah, he's
He'll be
not
back.
back.
Oh, here he is. Poo pants.
Just for a little bit.
Don't go change your pants.
I didn't piss my pants. I only poo my pants. You know the rules.
Only pool.
We got
So
our,
what are you listening to at the moment?
What am I listening to?
Yeah.
I've been listening to Tommy Cash, who is an Estonian rapper. It's pretty out there. It's not weird, it's just stupid. It kind of reminds me a bit like Diane Wood, but a bit more rap. It's pretty good. Good videos.
we have Joshua Worthington, a huge shout out, longtime friend of mine,
Yeah,
wants to know what direction is
Yeah,
the
we know
new
him.
Ingested going in.
The one
The
you
right
want.
direction.
Yeah. Come on.
Hold on, one at a time.
Back one, mate.
You know we bring the goods.
You guys are dropping a video today.
Oh!
Oh,
mate!
Spunked your load.
Bunked it, haven't you? Couldn't
I got
hold
that.
it in.
no one
Oh,
would ever
dirty.
figure that out if you hadn't just said it.
No, nobody heard me anyways. There was an internet glitch. Are you excited about this? I'm excited about your new album. Being in a band with Christian Donaldson, I get to hear all the albums before the rest of the world does, sometimes even before you guys hear it. So,
Yeah.
well, mixed at least. And there's a particular guest on the album that I would love to talk about. If you guys
Oh,
are
we
willing
can't
to.
yet.
No?
Well, we can't yet. We can't.
It's a banger of a track, and it was Cryptopsy was up in a cabin in the woods, and we were totally obsessed with that track throughout that whole weekend.
Is it Memories? Is it that one?
That is absolutely the track.
Yeah, man.
It's fucking out there. So everyone out, you guys are gotta get ready for this.
We'd love to tell you, but we're not gonna.
Not yet.
People are waiting for the new single. I'm just going through some of these questions that are happening here on there.
Hey, Lynn. Lynn,
Yeah.
that's a nice Cryptopsy shirt that you've got on there, mate.
Right, innit?
Yeah, it's really nice.
Hey, Jay.
Yeah?
That's a really
Yeah.
nice Cryptopsy shirt you got on there.
Oh, thanks, mate. That's really nice. Thanks. Thank you very
Sure.
much.
John, that's a really nice Cryptopsy shit you got there, pal.
It's all right, isn't it?
Oh, classy.
Okay, so
What have you
Unique Leader
got,
is
Sam?
confirming.
This is your cue, Matt. Come on, fucking hell.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's a nice Vox&Hops shirt you're wearing there. Mr.
Yeah!
I'm sorry. I'm trying to be a good host
Matt.
and reading some stuff. Yes, Lynn.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah,
That's a really nice Ingested top that you've got on there, mate.
it is nice. You're really lucky that me and my wife have been doing Mary Kondo because I found it buried in the back of my cupboard yesterday.
Oh, it's nice to see that you wear it regularly then.
Yeah, exactly.
It is a very disturbing back print. Hey Jay.
Is it?
Yeah, it's pretty gruesome. I'm up with the kids, you know. So I do wear it. I wore it on a very nice date with
No,
my
it's
wife.
not.
Unique
it the
Leaders
one with the
is
big-
confirming that there is a delay being on things shipped out.
Hmm.
Right.
Yes.
I don't know if you can see that. What is your favorite brew pubs, craft beer places in Manchester? Is another question from Christopher Clark.
Sam, you take the lead on this one, pal.
Hey, what am I saying?
Favourite craft beer spots in Manchester?
Chris Clark wants to know.
Clarky.
He already knows. Weatherspoons.
I mean,
Yeah.
a fucking old standby is the Oyster Bar, man. Sean knows. It's cheap as fuck.
Yeah,
Whatever.
it's not very craft though, is it? But it is cheap as fuck.
What, a Taddy's? For £1.50?
It's
like,
still
yeah.
it's still $2.50 a pint. You can't get
Still.
better than that.
My favorite Manchester personally is the Knot.
That's
I
where
had
we
been
took last time, wasn't it?
That's where we had our Vox and
yeah.
Hops interview,
Yeah.
and we went back there afterwards, and we had a bunch of great brews. That was a crazy night. That was fun.
Yeah. The Knot's cool. I like the Crown and Kettle just at the top of the Northern Quarter. I think it's a fucking great pub.
Did me and you go there together?
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah.
Yeah.
We must have had a cider or something. We've got good cider there, and they change the craft beers every week. It's fucking sick.
Isn't there a Brewdog in Manchester as well?
Yeah.
I like Temple Bar, you know. It's a bit small and weird, but I like it, man.
Is that the one where? Is that the one at the top of Northern Quarter as well on the other side?
No, it's the one that used to be public toilets where you have to go downstairs to it.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Where's the place that we went to? That we always go to before. We met Adam there once. It's got loads of shit on the walls.
It's in Northern Quarter.
Yeah, the footage.
Odd bar, is it?
Not the footage. There's one.
Cane and Grain, is it?
No, it's not like a big fancy one. The pub is literally like a fucking just one corridor that goes all the way to the end. And
Is the seats at the back of it?
yeah, they did Fruity there. They did Duvel Triple Hop. There's like a fucking.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what's it called? Is it right? If you walk out, you look left, you're looking at the Frog and Bucket.
Yeah, exactly.
What's that called?
Yeah.
What's that called now?
Really great fucking craft beer.
Yes. Well, it is good up there, but we can't tell you what it is, so you can't go.
If anyone has ever wondered what touring with Ingested is like, this is it. Except there's like synthwave retro music playing in the background.
We're anecdotal. We're very anecdotal. Just tell our stories all the time. That's it.
It's like hanging around with David Guest.
Alex Gross is asking a question. I know the answer to it because it's a death metal album. Will there be palm muted power chords on the new record?
What else would we do?
Can't do anything else.
It's all clean, mate. It's all acoustic. All clean.
Yes, to answer that question, there's a lot of those.
You got Niels. Shout out to Niels, who's the light man extreme, is saying you should just get a bandwagon. He says.
Get a bandwagon.
Is that so he can come and hang out with us on tour? Is that what it is?
Probably. He wants to use your shower.
They won't even fucking do lights for us.
Oh, why not? Niels, come on.
That's too much money.
He is good. He's
too good.
Niels and Danny, my two
He's got
favorite
so much
heroes.
better Niels as well, man. He's gotten way better.
Joshua Worthington is chiming in with another question. Any country you still want to go to tour that you haven't been yet?
Yeah.
Nearly all of them that we were supposed to do in about a week's time.
We're supposed to do Asia, Australia, New Zealand, and it all went down the pan. So, but we're rescheduling it all.
I think probably.
I don't know when. No one knows anything. So
That's my question was going to be, how far are you realistically going to push things right now?
As far as we can. What we always do.
Right now.
No, I mean if I was I am in a band. If I was in a touring band that is touring now and I had to reschedule, I wouldn't do the fall. I think it's too risky even at that point.
Well, some tours are in our control, some tours aren't that we're supposed to be doing. So
yeah.
Certain tours towards the end of the year we have no control over. We don't know if it's going to happen or not. Obviously, it's not been announced, so we can't elaborate on any of that. as far as the ones that we're supposed to do, like Australia and Japan, it's likely going to be next year.
Yeah.
But
Everyone gets psyched.
No.
So you've never been to
Yeah.
you've never done the brutal flights tours. Huge shout out to Sampla Song from Slam Man Booking.
Yeah.
Much love. He is a master plane sleeper.
Juno's the dude.
Here's one for you, Jay. What inspires your lyrics? From Luke
well,
Townsend.
Sam.
well, both me and Sam. Can take it, really.
Sorry. Here I am. I thought
me
I
and
knew
Sam
everything
can
about
take
you
this
guys.
really because we write like Sam writes like the majority of the lyrics. To be fair, when I'm writing lyrics, I usually write like stuff that's personal to me. But I listen like for vocal patterns and stuff like that. I usually listen to a lot of like hip hop and stuff because I like my vocal patterns to rhyme and be catchy. But yeah, but Sam can elaborate on this probably a little bit more in depth than me, to be honest. Sam, do you want to take it?
I kind of agree with Jay on at least the starting point is usually something pretty personal. We're really fucking petty, so we usually have some sort of internal beef. We need to air the laundry out for, and it's I don't know. It's a mix between personal and just like I don't know, if anybody has noticed that we tend to write a lot of self-absorbed, narcissistic lyrics. I think that it's a pretty good staple to go by for us. You know, I think that I'm always focused on like. It's like Jay said, it's more about rhythm and fitting you thematically into rhythms more than anything. But I think we've got a diverse range of topics between me and Jay. I think that we've cover a lot of personal ground. We also just do some straight up death metal songs if we feel like it. And we also sometimes air a bit of beef, which is always a bit fun. You know?
There's always beef though, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? There's always beef.
We're always making jerky.
Yeah, because with the slam butchers, that's why, mate.
Some vegan jerky.
Butchering all that beef.
Where is the beef coming from? Is it with people on the outside of the band or inside the band?
It could be anything, man. It could be anything. It's like, do you know what I mean? Like, you could be at a show. You could be talking, like, you know what I mean? You could be on tour with someone. Like, maybe they fucking piss you off. Like, you're at a show with someone, they could piss you off. Like, a band could talk shit about you online and shit like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, anything. Like, you know, stuff that pisses you off in normal life. Like, well, when we're on tour all the time, that like kind of becomes our normal life. So like people like piss us off when we're like on tour or online and shit. And then it's like, well, I'm going to write a song about you and call you a dick. And loads of people will listen to it and it'll be amazing. And only I'll ever know that it's about you.
Loads of people.
You also mentioned that you guys write narcissistic, self-empowering lyrics. Is that done purposefully to bring yourselves up, to make yourselves believe that you're the Slam Kings, or do you actually believe you're the Slam Kings?
Of course we believe we're the Slam Kings. Of course we do. It's not really about putting others down and putting ourselves on a pedestal or anything like that. It's not about that. It's more about like self-empowerment and, do you know what I mean? Being in control of your own destiny, being in control of your own world. Do you know what I mean? Not having to fucking bow down to some fucking invisible man in the sky because some dude in a collar and a book tells you that you should. Like, do you know what I mean? It's about being the god of your own kingdom. That kind of narcissism, self-power. So that's the way I look at it anyway.
My good friend Jerry Monk is asking, what underground bands should people be paying attention to? Shout out to Jerry, love brother.
Sean's the best for this, probably.
Yeah, Sean.
I'll go back about 15 years.
Yeah. I only know underground bands from like 2009, mate.
The last The last brutal album that I cottoned onto that I enjoyed was a band called Carnal. They're on your standard Elite Records. They've got a weird ass logo, but it's pretty full on. It's pretty brutal. I enjoyed that.
Personally, I just dropped my album of the week, and it's Witch Meth. It is extremely disturbing. I listen to a lot of metal in the house with the kids, with my wife, and she never ever complains. And I put this on the other day, and she was like, "It sounds like people are getting murdered. Turn it off." Very disturbing. I did a bit of research before I posted today, and apparently it's a one-man band. So if anyone knows Witch Meth, check it out. Very, very disturbing and bothersome music. Alex Gross wants to know when the pre-orders will be available. Have you guys launched those?
Shit, no, I don't think so. They're not out yet, are they, Lynn? Nothing's even been announced yet, has it?
No, nothing's been announced yet.
Yep.
There have been labels that have been talking about pushing back releases. Do you think that's going to be something that's going to affect you guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Mainly because of our touring schedule, to be honest. I mean, it's kind of a different. I think everyone's in the same position though. It's that if you bring out an album during this time, number one, can the pressing plants produce it? Number two, are the merch companies open to actually sell it to people? And number three, who's got fucking money to buy it if you're pushing it on and on and on? So we kind of had to make a decision to go, look, let's just cut our losses. We'll push it back a little bit, and then see where we're at.
It's turned out well. It's turned out well for us though, because it's like it felt like the original date we had set, and then with all the releases put around it, seemed a bit quick. And now that we know we've pushed it back a little bit, it means that on the lead up to the album, they're going to get a lot of content, music videos and stuff. So they're going to have a lot of stuff that they'll be able to latch onto before this pre-order's available, before the album's out and stuff. So in that way, we've got enough time to build it up properly, and it, people are there being able to see it and stuff. So.
Someone's offering to shoot a music video for you. Andreas Radovicius. I ruined that. I'm sorry.
Was it again?
Andreas Radovicius. That was better. Tristan Desjardins, shout out, fan of the podcast, wants to know what bands you guys really want to tour with that you haven't yet.
I'd like to run it back with Lorna Shore, to be honest.
Yeah.
We had a sick time with them on the Faces of Death tour for the week that we did. So yeah, I think we need to run it back with them and do another tour.
I think it's like
Quality
sometimes takes you a bit of like a week or two to settle in, and actually like kind of make friends with people, and like the first tour we did together, it was like that was 7 days and we were just fucking drunk all the time. We were in the middle of like a mental fucking tour. You were at the end of a mental tour, and it was just like we didn't really get to know each other that well until we went back out on tour. But with the Lorna Shore guys, it's like we hit it off in a day. It's like instantly we fucking knew. So yeah, it'd be cool.
That's wonderful. It's true that there is that first night that we all met. It was very, very intense.
What, you mean me screaming on the top floor of the fucking
It was something.
on the top floor of the bus?
It was
Take me home. Take me home. You are fucking home.
Me and Ollie had tied a rager on the night before, which we spoke about at length in our interview on Vox&Hops. And then we were just so tired. I think I got over my hangover from our rager on stage halfway through the set in London that night. And then you guys were just on fire. And we were get all these bottles of liquor, and we weren't drinking them. We were just stashing them. And you guys and oh, I'm sorry, I forget the name. Thank you. Just went through the whole stash just about.
Yeah, we could do that.
We were only on that tour for 5 days, 4 or 5 days. That was it.
We remembered you. This is a good question from Claire Hanley. We're in lockdown. You have 3 other people that you can choose to be with. They're musicians, 3 other musicians that you can choose. Who are they and why?
Okay, Lynn Jeffs, Sean Hines, and Brad Fuller.
Shout out to Brad, the silent wise man. Anyone else want to touch that?
We're not going to say ourselves, aren't we? Fucking hell.
Can we do each
Of
other's?
course it's going to be ourselves, man. Of course it is.
Can we do each other's? Because I could do Sean's.
Sure, go for it.
Hang on, let me get. Is one of them DL?
DL,
Yeah, Rob Arnold.
Rob Arnold.
Right.
I mean, you'd have to play bass again, but you know. Who else? Pick a drummer, Sean. Go on.
Lynn Jeffs.
Oh, fuck
Oh.
off. I'm on him. He's on my island. He's in my lockdown.
I don't care about any other people.
You know Ken Badine. Why do you want Lynn Jeffs?
Ken
Trying to
Badini.
steal my lockdown, man.
Austin. I'll take Austin.
All right.
Oh yeah, take Austin.
Austin from Lorna Shore.
Blast you in the face with trap music every day.
Are you guys down with Headstrong?
Oh, trapped. What is all that shit on Twitter? What's going on?
I don't know. The singer's just talking a bit too much. He should shut up.
Didn't they have like one song about 20 years ago?
Yeah, with so many
Headstrong.
million streams. This is a wrestler question from Joshua Worthington. Who is your favorite wrestler and why?
Jason
Yeah,
Evans.
that's for me, innit?
Definitely for you.
My favorite wrestler of all time.
Stone Cold Steve
Stone
Austin.
Cold.
Hey,
Stone Cold.
gotta be Stone Cold Steve Austin. Come on.
You're going to say Triple H, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
The
of
bad
course I
guy.
am. Triple H, man. He's the king of kings. He's the cerebral assassin. He
Man,
completed wrestling. The man completed wrestling. He married he's banging the boss's daughter. How has he not completed wrestling? He's platinumed it.
have we ever told you about the prediction we've got for America in probably the next 8 years?
No, but give it to me.
Go on, Jay.
President of the United States of America, The Rock, mate, is definitely going to happen.
2024, The Rock.
And 100%, The Rock is going to be the president of Earth at some point. We're going to be living in idiocracy.
Well, it can't get much worse
You
than now.
wouldn't vote for The Rock, though. I'd vote for The Rock. Have
Depends
you
what
ever met a person, Matt, honestly, have you ever met a person, ever, that's turned around to you and said, do you know what, I fucking don't like The Rock? No, you haven't. There's no one on the planet that doesn't like The Rock.
He's the perfect candidate. Think
He's the
about
perfect,
really
he's the
think
perfect
about-
man.
Depends what he's cooking.
Oh.
Alex Gross is back. Which
President,
track?
mate, that's what it could be.
Which is your favorite tracks from the new record?
Track 1 to 10.
I'm biased. I have one that I like very much that I spoke about earlier.
I think that's probably most of our favourites, don't it? The same.
I like
It's
all
just
of them.
because,
I can't
just
pick a favourite.
because I won't pick favourites, but they've all got moments, I'd say, and especially like certain tracks with certain guest vocals on, they raise it a bit for us. The one I'm most proud of on the album is the last one, I think.
Yeah, that's my favourite one actually. The last track, track 10,
Yeah.
all day.
More about cremating. More about creating memories, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
What about
I'm all about creating memories, mate. That's what it is.
Tiger King? Have you guys gone down the Tiger King staircase?
I've
Yes.
platinumed it, mate.
Yeah.
I love it. I even watched the follow-up thing with.
So
I've not yet. I've not watched it yet.
I was disappointed.
Pretty funny.
I'm sure we've been past that fucking.
I've said this
I'm
to you.
sure we've been
Oklahoma.
past it, man.
I think
We'll
we
have
have as well.
definitely been
Through
past.
Oklahoma.
There'll be signs. There'll be signs. We'll have definitely been past signs. 100%.
We've gone up through Oklahoma, north, definitely.
We've been past Carol Baskins because it's near Tampa. It's like
Yeah.
where we stayed in Clearwater. Johnny
There he
Butler's, it's like halfway across to Tampa.
No way.
Amazing.
Just over that big fucking lake freeway.
Yeah, exactly.
We need to touch on that you don't have a bassist, but I don't want to talk about why you don't have a bassist.
It's
I
all
wanna
right. You
talk
can
about-
do if you want.
Oh, I mentioned me and Sean spoke of this at length
Oh,
during our interview, so people can go back and check out that episode
Check it
get-
out.
to
Check it
understand why
out.
Brad is no longer with Ingested. But let's touch on who did record the bass for this new
Ooh.
album.
Can we say?
Yeah.
He's watching.
Yeah.
He's watching. He wants you to say.
Watching.
He's watching. Oh, he put you up to this, hasn't he, Matt?
I'm reading the comments.
Get him the meeting code. Get him in there.
Get
I
him
should
in.
have. I should have. I'm moving on to One Love. I started off as a session, and now I'm going to an Imperial Ipa. This is from Overhop Canada. They started off in Brazil. They have now moved up here to Montreal. They just opened up a brand new brewing system.
Brazil.
Yeah, initially from Brazil. Now they're up here. They make sick can art. Huge shout out to Tatiana and to Patty and the rest of the Overhop crew for hooking me up with some brews for my interviews. Cheers. Let's touch on what are the Last Felony. Someone just said. There you go. You guys are
Well,
huge
there we
Last
go.
Felony fan. Let's hear about your love affair with the Last Felony.
The best, isn't it?
Yeah, they're fucking insane. If
Too many-
anybody who's listening to this podcast that has never heard The Last Felony before, get yourself online and check out the album Too Many Humans, and then thank us later
If you've
for
ever
letting you
wondered
know about it.
who we rip off, you know.
So basically, that's one of my favourite albums ever. Favourite death metal albums ever. And then obviously, Dom. He's called Dom, by the way. Dom filled in for you guys last year, so he was on the tour with that. And then basically, we just got into conversation with him. He also plays bass in Iron Dissonance, and he just said he wanted to play bass on our album, and we went okay, and that was kind of it.
Because he's a man.
Cheers,
And it
cheers, Dom.
sounds fucking savage.
Much love, respect to Dom Grimao. He is a fantastic human and a wonderful bassist to play with. And I was expecting him to be on that tour with you guys when you guys did the Decade of Human Suffering.
Yeah, we can't afford to pay anyone else.
We can't afford to pay ourselves, man. Like,
Funny though, like he said like obviously because we on the Despised Icon tour with Kublai Khan and Shadow of Intent, we came up towards Montreal, and he was like, right, I'm going to play a show with you. I'm like, okay, whatever, cool. I didn't send him anything. I sent him nothing to learn from. I just said, these are the songs. That's what's happening. And he rolled up to fucking Club Soda, showed me the shit, and I was like, yeah, that's fine. And then he played 2 shows with no
and he
practice.
fucking nailed it.
Straight in there, and he nailed it.
He's so hard on himself. First Cryptopsy show he did was Nether. I was saying Nether.
Oh shit, we were there. We weren't there.
I was there.
Was that
That's,
match?
the,
No, we weren't there.
that's the night that I hung out with Sam and we did some interviews.
That show was Sinister in France. Was it
That's
France?
what I thought.
France. The first date was France.
Oh no, that's when we hooked
Nah,
up.
the first
But
day
the
was
fir-
that weird show.
We played a show of that on that tour before you.
Oh, so that was
okay.
his
We did,
second
Yeah, and then
show.
we came to that festival, that all-day thing.
Dreamer
Yeah,
Fest.
Sinister.
Sinister.
Dreamer Fest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a weird show,
Killed
but
it
it was a
that
fun
day,
show.
though. Woo!
Then we had fun.
Killed it.
Have you guys been playing any video games? Have you been gaming in your downtime?
I have.
Yes.
FIFA.
What games? And let's talk about that. This is a
Dead
question from
Redemption.
Alex Cross.
You want to go first, Sean?
I'm always like at least 2 years behind anything. So I've only just picked up Red Dead Redemption.
Me too.
Yeah, take my time, man. It's good. It's good. It's not something I can play continuously though. It's not gripping enough for me to keep playing it.
A lot slower pace than GTA, isn't it?
Yeah. But I've picked it up on a bit and stuff like that. But,
It's up cars.
yeah.
You
It
know what
takes
you all need to
fucking
get.
forever to get to anywhere though. And that's annoying.
Yeah.
Be
Yeah,
sure
you all
you're
need
riding
to
the
get-
horse there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What's
You all
Jamie
need to get
playing?
fucking Doom Eternal, mate.
Oh, he's been playing.
You know what I've been playing. Doom. I got
I've been
fucking.
playing New Vegas, weirdly enough.
Have you?
Yeah, I mean,
Fucking hell.
it took me so long to get into it because it's a slow start. But
Or Zelda.
I
I love Zelda.
Who doesn't love Zelda?
I love Zelda. I wish I had time to play video games.
I'm
Sam,
playing a lot of The Witcher 3 again.
see, I never played that. I want to. I'm sure that I'd enjoy it.
It's probably one of my favorite games ever. I think.
How
It's
is that
easily my favorite
soundtrack?
RPG. It's genius.
How is that soundtrack on Doom Eternal? I spoke with James
Well, it's good.
from
It's
Black
good.
Crown.
It's not as good as the first one, I don't think. The soundtrack, anyway. Because with when the first one came out, when Doom 2016 came out, when that soundtrack came out, there was nothing like it, was there really? Like for me, anyway.
For a
I'd never
game,
played a
for a
where,
game,
like,
yeah.
where the soundtrack had been such a massive part of it since like fucking like Castlevania, Symphony of the Night or whatever. But yeah, like that soundtrack on the first Doom remake was unbelievable. And then Doom Eternal, the soundtrack's good, it's really good. But it's kind of like you already know what to expect, if you know what I mean.
The vibe's the same.
Yeah, the vibes are very similar. He's added in some new elements and shit, because Mick Gordon's a fucking genius. But yeah, I weren't like blown away by the soundtrack the way that I was blown away by the first one, but I guess that's
He's already done it, though, hasn't he? He's
already done it, hasn't it? Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's good.
We got
It's very
Danny.
hard though. It's fucking well hard, that game.
That's what I've been seeing online. Yeah. Danny Wilson is asking if you guys have any side projects or any guest spots that you've done that are coming up that you can talk
about. I've done a couple of guest spots, but I don't know whether I can talk about them. So just keep your eyes peeled. Other than that, I'm doing some Twitch streaming.
Are retarded, and Lynn's the only good one. So
You're doing some Twitch. How are you doing
Yeah,
that? Is it just playing video games or just talking?
Video games, talking. I did a live stream the other night for WrestleMania, where it was like a live watch along. So it was like I just kind of sat there and watched it, and people were watching it at the same time, and we were just chatting about like wrestling, metal, Ingested, like video games, like all kinds of shit. So I'm gonna try and do a bit more of that kind of stuff. So,
I definitely wanted to touch on WrestleMania with you. How did you feel about the empty arena?
It was weird.
WrestleMania.
I mean, it's WrestleMania, isn't it? It's supposed to be like this massive fucking spectacle. Because I mean, I don't usually watch WrestleMania for whatever matches are on. I'm always going to watch it anyway, just because it's WrestleMania. Like, so it's like you watch it for the pomp and, you know, the spectacle, all the pyros and like the hundreds of thousands of people that are there and shit. But seeing it in an empty arena with no fireworks, no pyros, no crowd, like total silence, it was a bit weird. And I was happy that they did it because it gave us something to watch in it while we're all in fucking lockdown or whatever. So I appreciate them doing it. And it meant that we got the Undertaker and Boneyard match and the John Cena Bray Wyatt Firefly thing, the Funhouse, which were like cinematic wrestling matches. So it was like something that I've not really seen before, like not much of anyway. But I've seen a couple of things like it, like Matt Hardy and that. But yeah, like that was pretty good. So yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed it. It was equal parts disappointing and equal parts brilliant. So yeah, but I enjoyed it anyway.
At what point are you going to climb into the ring?
When I put on about 200 pounds of muscle.
Is that in the works? If Ingested ever goes quiet for a moment?
I mean, I'd like to do some entrance music for a wrestler. Like that'd be cool. Like, because obviously I'm into that shit. Like, but as far as actually stepping into the ring and getting myself thrown around, I weigh about 140 pounds. So
He's done that himself.
It's gonna be a fucking short career, isn't it?
You should make like a wrestler fan metal band that makes themes. So you got to get Ken Bedini.
That'd be pretty cool. Actually.
Ken Bedini can handle the drums and the guitar work. Ollie can handle the bass, and you could handle the vocals. It'd be really badass.
I'll just do the vocals, like
yeah. That would be interesting. Sean, you're about to have twins.
Yeah.
Last time we spoke, there was some I was stressed for you because I would be stressed about being booked on Hellfest and the due date being around there. Now that's no longer
there
an
you go.
issue.
It's not a problem anymore.
Is that a relief somewhat, or a disappointment, or was it a strange back and forth within you about that?
Well, I saw it coming anyway, so I didn't build it up too much to be disappointed. But at the end of the day, it would have been what it was. Do you know what I mean? The thing that's different about the twins I'm having is that we know the due date. Like,
That's true.
That's when she'd be induced, because you have to get them out early and stuff like that. So we actually picked that date. So playing Hellfest probably wouldn't have been much of a problem anyway. That's providing they didn't decide to come early, which I don't know. Maybe would not have happened, but no, it's, you know, hopefully we can do it again next year. It's something I've wanted to do.
We never build ourselves up about anything though, ever.
No, we got used to it now though.
Curse.
It's just too many things have gone wrong over the years. Which,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Curse. We've got the curse.
Oh, it does. It's like every time something's been or is built itself up to be something to be excited about, something goes wrong. And so we've kind of like, maybe that's like weaved its way into our personalities as well, because you know us, like we're just so fucking pessimistic all the time about certain things. Like we've always had disappointment constantly all the way through this career of what, if you want to call it a career, whatever we're doing. So I was like, Hellfest ain't gonna happen. It's not happening. There's no way. The stage we were playing on was too good. It was never gonna happen.
John's convinced himself that it will never happen now. That's it.
I sadly believe that all of these summer festivals are going to be canceled.
Yeah.
They're just waiting for their governments to make them cancel.
Yeah.
I saw that fucking thing on Metal Sucks where it was like the American government wait until 2021 to even.
No, that was from Dan DeFonce. It was a metal promoter. Says that he imagines that there'll be no tours until 2021.
Did he defonce it?
I wrote him right away.
All the time.
I wrote him right away. I was like, look what you did to our industry. But he's probably right. I was talking today with the Cryptopsy boys about there's apparently talks of opening small clubs. I don't think it's true. I don't believe it. I got a press release from Eventco, which is the biggest broker here in Montreal, stating that the government's banning all shows up until the end of August. So I don't see anything happening. And even when shows start happening, and imagine playing a metal show where on the ground there are grids that are 6 feet wide and people have to enjoy their show standing in a grid like that. Well, I don't want to play to that.
I think there's going to be a massive rise in like streaming live shows now.
I'm looking into it. I
I
want to
think
make it
bands
happen.
are just gonna start playing shows on Twitch, to be honest.
Which they should. It's the sound, it's the
Yeah,
issue, and until we can all be together again too.
Yeah.
It's not the same though, is it? It's not the atmosphere. The atmosphere you go for, it's being with your buds and hanging out. Like, how many fucking shows have even, you know, us three who were in Manchester just gone to, that we didn't even give a fuck, we just went to fucking hang out, you know?
Yeah.
It was your environment. There'd be no Ingested without that, right?
Absolutely.
We'll see if bands are not going to form because of social isolation, or if they'll be more creative.
I think it'll be more creative. Because I think when situations like this happen, that are situations that, well, let's be honest, none of us in our lifetime have ever had to deal with anything like this before. I don't think. And I think when situations like this arise, this is when you start getting new movements, like especially in music and stuff like that, because the scene's changed. There's no live music scene. So what's going to happen now? I think you're going to see some pretty interesting shit, to be honest, come out of all this.
We need some
I don't know what, like, but
forward thinkers out there. If we can get some, like, if this goes on for a while, what we need is to get the scene, the feel. We need like a VR atmosphere so that you've got the atmosphere of the show, and then the sound needs to be perfect. Because when you go to a show, half of it is the sonic assault and the visual assault and the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Let's wrap this up on a fun question I've been asking all my artists recently on Vox and Hops. This is how I've been closing shit out. So what is your hangover cure? What is that, Jason?
Hey,
What do you got there, Jason?
I have a massive bag of weed, mate. That's what I have.
Really? When did you start smoking?
Hey?
When did you start smoking?
When did he not?
I've always been smoking, bro.
Really? I've never
12
smoked.
years old, probably.
It was about 14 or something, 15.
Okay, so what is your hangover cure?
This?
Smoking weed.
Yeah.
Oh, are you mad? That's the best hangover killer there is.
That is the best hangover. It's the best cure for whatever ails you, Matthew.
I agree. When I used to smoke weed, that it would help a little bit. It would help you fall back asleep. Because one of the worst things about having a hangover is when you wake up and then you can't fall back asleep and you just feel miserable in your bed.
Yeah, when you wake up and you feel
couch.
like the back of your neck is in the front of your mouth.
Yes.
Just
What about you, Lynn?
sleep. That's the cure for hangover. Just sleep it off.
Sleep, sleep, sleep.
Have another tinny. That's the
I mean that worked for a long time. Just continue.
Just be continuously
Until
drunk.
it didn't.
That's kind of like,
Go on. What do you think?
It's kind of changed as you get older, though, doesn't it? Like, I mean, the tinny thing did work when you're a bit younger.
yeah.
But nowadays, it's like, I don't know, I just put myself for like vitamin C and shit. I'm just like,
Have a
Please.
banana.
yeah,
Have a banana. Get some
Any of us have a
fucking
fucking...
vitamins in you.
yeah.
I
Any
think
of us have
bits
a
on it.
pint now, and it's a fucking hangover for 3 days, standard anyway. So.
it's the emotional hangover that's worse. Way worse. Where you just
We're all in our early 30s, mate. Like, we just can't do it like we used to.
no.
Tell me about
I'll be on sherry and port in a couple of
Hey,
days.
you don't get hangovers anymore, Matt. Don't fucking lie. Come on.
I don't complain.
It is craft beer.
I don't complain about them.
Oh!
I have two little kids.
Automata.
I have 2 little kids. I wake up the next day and it's my own issue that I have a hangover. It's not theirs. I have to be a good dad.
Hey, if we're wrapping up, you better crack another beer open than that, you Matt.
Oh, why? Why are we?
Bullshit.
Is it something
Bullshit,
that
man.
needs to be
2
said?
p.m. here.
Bullshit. Thought this
Well-
was craft beer.
It is craft beer. It's always craft beer. Craft air.
Craft beer.
Crap here?
Yeah.
Crap here?
Thank
Thank you so
you so
much.
much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Appreciate it. I got you.
I got you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Here is my version of all of those words at once. Thank you everyone for tuning in, watching the very first full band Vox and Hops interview with Ingested. I have had a blast. I'm glad that the technology kept up with us. That was my #1 priority and concern. Hanging out with you guys is never an issue, and I'm never nervous or worried about that. I know I'm going to have a good time. Thank you so much to the 4 of you for being here with us. I appreciate it. You picked up some craft beer,
Crap here?
had some fun with me. Everyone out there, get stoked, get ready. There's new Ingested coming your way.
Oh,
Well, funny you should say that, Matt, actually. Funny you should say that.
Why is that?
Eh?
Why is that?
Well, because today, I don't know whether you've been on the old Instagrams, but we released a new song today.
Did you?
Our brand new album. It's called Impending Dominance. It's available on Spotify, iTunes, all streaming platforms. Every single one, apparently. That's what I've been told. And as soon as this podcast is ended, is that correct, Lynn? Just so I'm not talking shit.
4 minutes. 4 minutes.
Oh, in 4 minutes. All right, in 4 minutes. In 4 minutes. If you head over to Decibel Magazine's website, they will be premiering our brand new music video. never before seen premiering on Decibel in 4 minutes. So check that shit out.
You all should do that. You all should do that. I'll post the link.
What's that?
I'll post the link in the description of this whole shit.
Yeah.
Thank you all.
Another thing, if anyone's listening, we want to see your reactions to the new music video and the new song. So yeah, just fucking blast that song, film yourself. We want to see how much you enjoyed the song, and send that shit to us. Tag us in that shit on Instagram. Send it to us. And yeah, enjoy the fucking song. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for everyone. That's why I'm talking shit, because I'm like, I've been waiting for this to come out. We all have. Like, so yeah, we're super excited, man.
Beautiful. Super stoked. Super stoked. And there's a little bit of delay on this, so it's probably right now. Cheers to everyone.
Cheers.
Raise your bears. And thank you for being here. I'm super stoked. It's always fun to hang out with you four. And Brad was as talkative as always.
Yeah.
I love you, Brad. I apologize. We'll end it on that. Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Go.
Okay, now it's just us.
Woo!
Let me stop recording so we can have a conversation.
I'm having a
Fine
good
purpose.
time, dude. I'm having a good time. Fuck this shit.